Hello everybody, I'm Trevor Bales and welcome to the Bales Hay Farm and Ranch YouTube channel. It's Monday and we are off to a Monday. Nothing bad is happening, more so the fact that there are a lot of fires a lot of irons in the fire, as they say. A lot going on. It's a little bit stressful. We're gonna make it through. You're probably wondering what the stressful things are. Well, I guess I'll tell you. I've talked quite a bit about the weather we've been having, and because of all this weather, we're gonna miss one full cutting of alfalfa. Two full cuttings have been very low quality, either overgrown and ugly and dark, and or rained on. Same with the teff grass. We only got two cuttings. Same with the Bermuda grass. That is going to cause a shortage of good quality feed for my barns. I've already had to have the conversation with some of my buyers, our feed stores, that we're going to be short this year. We're going to do our best to not run out, but what we are going to run out of is nice quality hay. And so that's one of the things I'm working on today to make sure we don't run out of nice quality hay. There's one farmer that I know that doesn't have his hay contracted out to anyone. And so I'm working with him at the moment, where I'm making a contract. We're also spreading manure. Sorry, distracting me. So I'm making a contract. I'm going to try to get, we've only got about 3 solid cuttings left. We're here at the end of August, so we'll get, some stuff will still get cut this month. August, September, October, November. November we can still make some nice hay. So there's 3, potentially 4 cuttings left, depending on where the field is at in its growth period right now. A lot of stuff is still short, so it won't get cut this month. The guy I'm gonna go meet with, he cut all of his stuff before the last rain, so it's still a week to 2 weeks away from his second cutting. So it'll all be cut early September. So that's why I say with him, September, October, November. We'll probably get 3 cuttings out of that. So I'm working on a contract. Everything he does is big bales. So he's used to making contracts with exporters or dairies. He hasn't set any contracts. He has some other farm ground where he's got to take his baler about 45 miles to go bale up over there. And he would like, we've talked quite a bit that he would like to make a contract with me so he can just leave his baler at his other place and not have to go back and forth. And I would like that because getting 3 full cuttings off of 1,000 acres would help me a lot. Unfortunately, there are a lot of costs added to all that, which make this kind of a stressful thing for me. But before I get into that, they're spreading manure on our teff grass that failed, like partial failure. We did get 2 full cuttings out of it, but then it failed. I guess what different, I don't know a lot of the rest of the country, how it's done, but there's a guy, his only business is spreading, that's not his only business, but how he got into business is spreading manure for farmers. He used to have small trucks where they would stockpile the manure at the field, and then a loader would load the small trucks, and the small trucks would run around and spread the manure in the field. He has gone to these much larger trucks, the one you just saw. They load at the dairy, and then they come here and they spread in the field. So he's got one less loader and less drivers and less trucks in general running around, which means less motors to have to worry about. So that truck just spread in this field. Now he's going to go back to the dairy and load up. Talk about the circle of life. Alfalfa that came off of a field, much like this one, through a cow, made some milk, then came out its butt, and now it's getting spread back on a field. So yeah, anyways, but that's what's different. We don't do that ourselves. We pay this guy to do it. He comes in with a fleet of trucks. He'll knock out 80 acres in a couple hours. It's pretty nice. It's actually right by my parents' house, so I'm gonna have a tractor in this field in a couple hours to disc in this poop, because my dad told me, Trevor, I do not want to smell poop, and I don't want a bunch of flies around my house. So get this disked up immediately. So we're gonna move some hay, and then we're gonna disc some poop. I'm probably not gonna disc the poop, but I'll have Ron do it. Ron's a new guy, and he does tractor work, and he can run a truck and a squeeze. Hopefully he's gonna be super handy for us. We switched fields. We are now in a field that had Sudan in it. It smells funky out here.
It does smell a little bit.
All right, Will, we're just gonna ask some questions before our truck gets back. How many tons, the weight these trucks hold, and what kind of weight you're applying to the field?
So we'll run anywhere from 18 to 22 ton loads depending on moisture and the manure. This field's getting 20 tons per acre, so lots of truckloads coming out here.
What's this going to do for this field?
Hopefully help the next crop grow a little bit.
Help the next crop grow. We're just putting nutrients back in the field, especially now we don't have the rotations that we used to have, so you really got to add fertilizer to it to make it work. You can do that chemically or with manure, and we like manure the best, and we do use chemicals sometimes, but we got to use manure is the best. All right, we're waiting on a truck to come back, and we're gonna throw a camera on it. You guys get to watch poop fling. Poop. There's a driver. So here's the trailer. They used to have small trucks, like I was saying. Now this guy, instead of stockpiling in the field, he loads at the dairy, comes here, and spreads it here. And so instead of having a loader at each end, there's loader at one end. This comes through this door goes up, and they've got this slick plastic that the manure slides down. It lands on these wheels that are spinning, and it flings it everywhere. Like I said, we're gonna see some poop fling today. I think I'm gonna put a camera right there. Let's see how this works. Comes another truck. These guys are mostly in Arizona. Or no, they're only in Arizona, but they're mostly in Buckeye. They kind of hit the valley from anywhere from Buckeye, Gila Bend, and then they go all the way down to Wilcox as well. Keep your mouth closed. It's like they're racing. Yeah, hell yeah, who's gonna win? My money's on that one. Is that one the Peterbilt? That's a Peterbilt, but the Freightliner is he's just going. Look at that guy. Okay, well, kind of a important question. Peterbilt or Freightliner?
Oh, Mack trucks all the way.
Mack?
Just kidding, Peterbilt.
You guys, you were about to freak out and say, wait a minute, Mack. No, Peterbilt. How many trucks do you guys have?
I don't know, 35 or so. We're running 18 of these spreader type trucks. And then we have a whole in-dump segment of the business as well.
That's a lot of employees.
It's a lot of employees, a lot of loaders, a lot of moving parts.
You get a lot of phone calls?
All day.
His phone rings more than mine does, I think. Oh my gosh. I think this Freightliner's showing off. He saw the cameras and he's just booking it.
Yeah.
Or he's really got to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Or the boss is here.
The boss is
He's like, the boss is here. We got to show these guys I'm serious. Wow, he's going so fast, poop is flying out the back. Just kidding. Dad joke. That's a dad joke right there. Oh, it's wet. You can hear it flapping, like slapping the wheels. Gross. Oh yeah, get that gear. He's speeding up. He doesn't want to be showing up in front of that other guy. Here's this guy, forgot where his turn is, coming in hot. He's going to the other end of the field, just kidding. There's the cooler for the hydraulic. Oh, I gotta step in this. So gross. Oh. Hello, me. Wow, I wish I'd parked my pickup a little further away from those trucks. It smells like poop in here. So as I was saying earlier, I'm gonna take this bid to this guy, which it's gonna put the price of hay, it's gonna make my very little room for error for what it's gonna cost me to put this hay in my barn. By the time I pay him for the crop, I pay him, he's going to, well, hopefully he'll swath it, rake it, and then run the stack cruiser, because my equipment will all be on my stuff. So he'll be able to handle that for me. But by the time I pay him to do that, and I get everything stacked back at my place, it's gonna be around $265 to $270 a ton. So that means it has to sell, and that includes everything. That includes the freight, the squeeze, my office administration costs, and my barns. So I have to, at a minimum, sell it for $265 to $270, which this year there's a huge shortage on feed, which we don't like to gouge, and we really don't. We supply a lot of the same people over and over and over and over again, and so we just on our end things fluctuate pretty not a lot. They're not huge price jumps, but they're used to right now $235, $245. It's going to be at minimum around $265 to $270, and so that's going to be a huge price change for them. Now they have to somehow make up for that, whether it's they're going to have to charge more, but are they going to lose customers? Am I going to lose customers? It's super stressful trying to figure out what I'm going to do and how we're going to do it. But if I get this stuff, yes, I get it stacked in the barn. Yes, it's put in here. Yes, it's expensive, but at least I won't be out. I really, really, really hate running out of feed. So I'm gonna meet with him later today. I've got this contract. I've never made a contract before. We've never done a contract, but I like contracts. Then when something doesn't go well, you always have to revert back to the paperwork. That's important for him and for me. It makes sure that, like, if I write the price down in here and something happens to where we make a lot of dry hay, he still gets paid. Oh. That's Lisa. Is this Ron?
Yes.
Ron, is the squeeze ready?
I'm putting diesel in your squeeze right now.
Oh, I see that right there. I didn't know if I couldn't see which one that was. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna walk over there and we could get things going.
Sounds good.
See you in a minute. Bye.
Good.
That's Ron. Ron's new. I really, really like Ron. I'm excited for what Ron is gonna bring to the table. Let's go see Ron and haul some hay. Ron the Don, as we call him out here. Just kidding, I made that up. Everybody, this is Ron.
How you guys doing?
High five, Ron. Heck yeah. Ron can kind of do all the things I can't do. Drive a semi, work on trucks. Mostly work on trucks and drive a semi and tractor work. Ron can pretty much do everything, so we're pretty excited to have him here because I hope it makes my life easier. What's up, Ron?
Not much, just working a good fine day in Arizona.
It's not bad today, is it?
No, it's nice.
Nice. It's gonna get bad. Like 110 in a couple days.
That's all right.
That's all right. All right, time to get to work. So we're having some brake issues, mostly that this brake had exploded on itself, and Ron was just showing me everything that went wrong. Now, this is what makes him so handy. I was ready to throw this brake pod away. He showed me that no, this brake, the spring just broke on it. So all he's got to do is replace the spring and put it back together, and now we'll have an extra brake pod because he already replaced the brake pod because it was broke. But he said, look, don't throw it away, we'll just fix it. So that's awesome. I went out and met with that farmer, gave him the proposed hay contract. He really liked it. He liked the price, which is a good price for his fields. he's in like a tough area where it is pretty tough to farm, so his fields aren't always top notch. They get a little weedy out there, but he liked it. So now here, if he says yes to this, I just picked up an extra 1,000 acres. We're already busy. His swather broke down today, so if I make this go through, he might not fix his swather, save his money, fix it later. Good thing we got Ron. He can run a bale wagon. Might have to rent or buy a second bale. I don't know what the heck. Well, actually, I think we're gonna get a new bale wagon. Well, instead of trading that one in, might sell it instead. So then I'll run 2 bale wagons for a while and then sell that one. My buddy needs one, might sell it to him. It's in great condition. One guy has driven it, Arturo, who you guys all know. He's just driven the last several we've owned. It's come up on 5,000 hours, that's not a lot of hours, but I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, drop that off. So things might get hairy. Things are actually pretty wild right now because we're cutting, the swather driver cuts, for this week it's gonna be wild. He cut alfalfa and Bermuda. So he cuts 100 acres of alfalfa, 120, and then he jumps down and cuts 50 acres of Bermuda. And so our guys bale all night long, and then they jump over to the Bermuda during the day. Well, no, I take that back. He cut teff grass, he cut Bermuda. So now we've got 50 acres of teff, 50 acres of teff. Then we're gonna have 250 acres of Bermuda grass, all 50 acres at a time. So everyone's busy, and then we're spreading manure, disking, hauling hay, taking hay to customers, possibly making a deal on 1,000 acres, but it's crunch time. It is crunch time. We're down to like the 11th hour. 2 cuttings left and a lot of empty barns. Oh my gosh, I just drove by a dairy's pond. Oh my, I wish I could send you that smell. Wow. Where was I? Barn 5 is empty. Barn 6 is only like a quarter full. Barn 8 is now empty. Barn 4 is full, but it's full of hay that's been rained on, but it still went up real nice, still real leafy. Lease barn, AB West, empty. AB East, full of hay, rained on. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough year, but if I get this 1,000 acres, I'm hoping we can pull it off. Cross your fingers. All right, now it's the end of the show. Thanks again for watching the show. You guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed the show. Christmas is coming. Gosh, I've been whistling Christmas songs all day. I don't know why. Man, I love Christmas.